fringe left radical activist college professor has an interaction with a street preacher and instantly regrets the way she treats him. It's not uncommon to see some viral, crazy leftist memes of people having complete meltdowns. But this one, ladies and gentlemen, this one tops them all. When street preachers go out in public, they are taking some degree of risk and potentially being heckled or worse. We've seen that before as well. But today's video has the ending that so many of us will enjoy. All right, so this video is making its rounds all over the internet in all its glory. We're going to jump right into it. And I got a Bible verse that I think is going to be extremely, extremely relevant and applicable for many of us. But before we get there, let's check this out. This is from Ricky Castor, self-proclaimed professor at UW University, seemed pretty demonized and agitated at us preaching the gospel and standing for innocent babies. All right, let's jump into this. Now, by the way, it's important to note that when I say radical, leftist, activist, that's who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about if you, oh, I got some buddies that, you know, they're a little left. No, no, no. We're talking about this type. And you're going to see what I mean by this type in a moment.
God loves you. God loves you, man.
Okay, so this is pretty sweet. God loves you. He's not out there, you know, bashing the LGTV or coming down super duper harsh on Transformers. He's just like, look, God loves you. Sweet guy.
It is the love of God of why you're angry and why you're mad.
Says the love of God of why you're angry.
How you doing, young lady?
Now, is this gentleman back here throwing water balloons and tomatoes at him? This is so weird.
Can I tell you something else? I had an abortion 2 years ago, and I don't regret it at all. They yanked the out of my uterus. They yanked the out of my uterus, and I'm so happy.
Darkness. This is a sickness of the highest order.
This is Professor TMI right here, straight up. You deleted a baby and they yanked it out of me and I liked it. What are we doing? First of all, no one cares that you're doing this to troll. We get what's happening. She's trying to troll. She's trying to poke. And maybe she really had this disgusting procedure done. But nevertheless, it's very dark to just be going around telling people that. And I think what she's attempting to do is she's poking. She's trying to get a reaction out of this gentleman. But to his credit, remains stoic, remains gentle, remains kind to her despite this weird information she's offering up. Priest, provider, protector collection is here. Priest, go out and make disciples. Provider, care for the least of these. And protector, be bold in a world that consistently rejects Jesus. Stop being docile. Pick up some merch at blessgod.shop right now. It's only available until Sunday, so get yours now.
Okay.
I'm so grateful.
Okay.
And I'm a professor at this university.
Okay.
And I make more money than you.
Okay.
How is that relevant? I'm a professor at this university and I make more money than you. She's just saying anything she can. She's grasping at straws, really attempting to get this man triggered. And the way he handles this is masterful.
Okay.
And what else?
What else? I was hoping the first two things I said was going to rile you up, but they didn't. So what else? Right. She has nothing else to say.
What's your name?
That's none of your business.
I mean, we're being cordial here. You here, got my mic. We're being cordial, right?
Yeah, we're being cordial.
We're being cordial. So, my name is Ricky Castor. Nice to meet you.
Shout out to Ricky Castor, man. Big props to him for just the way he handled himself in this situation.
Nice to meet you. I mean, nice to meet you. Is that you just came up here to tell us your business without giving us your name?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll pray for you. Okay. We'll pray the Lord save you.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. I wish I knew your name so we can know where to pray. Well, either way.
Okay, now this is all going to go left here in a moment. And it just gets really bizarre. And some of it that isn't even, I can't even show you on YouTube, okay? But before we get there, I got to show you guys a Bible verse that's, I think, exactly encapsulates what's happening here. So I got to say this. When people say things like demonic, this is why. Because there's passages like this that show that the origins of said ideologies are demonic. They are coming directly from Satan. And how do we know? Well, because there's this passage here. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 9 through 12. The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with how Satan works, okay? He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders that serve the lie and all the ways that wickedness deceives those who are perishing. They perish because they refused to love the truth and to be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie and so that they will be condemned who have not believed the truth but have delighted in wickedness. So this part right here, but have delighted in wickedness. So because they've delighted in wickedness, because they're submitted to the wicked one, because they're continuing on in the lawless deeds, there's a strong delusion that comes over them, right? And that's what we're seeing where, everything is backwards. The baby isn't really a baby. It's a clump of cells. A boy doesn't have to be a boy. A boy could be a girl. All of this different thing is coming in the downstream effects of a worldview that is dismissing truth. And that's how you have an ideology that instead of acknowledging what that is in there, which is human DNA that's going to grow up to be an adultized human, it's discarded as the woman's choice or a woman's right. And it's really, really delusional to approach the world this way, and to the point where what we're going to see happen next really exemplifies that in the way this situation goes down. So this gentleman is saying, hey, we'll pray for you. I feel like he's being nothing but polite. Maybe she was getting frustrated because he felt, maybe she's thinking he's patronizing her. I don't know. But I think in this entire thing, this gentleman handles himself with the utmost respect, and I really appreciate him. So check out what happens next. And again, there's a part of it I can't even show you, but I got another Bible verse we're going to look at that directly ties into you and me.
Either way, you're a soul. Either way, you're a soul.
Kind of an
So he's saying you're a soul. We're going to pray for you. She calls him an a-hole.
What makes me that?
You kind of ruined everybody's lunch. They're like, oh,
Sorry.
you took the cord out?
Yeah, I took the cord out. Yeah, because
Okay.
you won't give me my mic back. Please give me my mic back, please. Please, young lady. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, you're not stronger than me. All right. God bless.
He says, you're not stronger than me. All right. God bless you. And she's attempting to pull on his equipment. She's attempting to pull the cable out of his mic, I believe.
God bless you.
Hey, officer. This young lady, she's trying to rip my stuff up.
Oh, I'm assaulting.
She's assaulting. She's taking his stuff.
Come here.
I have it on video.
Yeah.
I'm assaulting her?
Yes.
You're very angry about your.
Yeah. Look at myself.
Okay,
Come
if
on.
I get arrested right now, I would literally lash out.
like that?
Hi.
If I get arrested, I would literally lash out. She's looking for this moment. She's desiring this moment right here. She thinks in her paradigm, she thinks she's some sort of martyr for this. Okay?
No, it's not.
Okay, you should probably let him have this.
You should probably let him have this. The police officers come up. He's within his legal rights to do what he's doing.
Can I?
She's still holding on to his stuff. Look, she's still holding on to it. You see that? She still got it.
Walk away right now.
I already said I was going to let it go. I have a question for you, Boardman. Mr. Boardman, am I assaulting you by holding this cord?
Can I get my stuff? Can I get my stuff, ma'am?
Mr. Boardman,
We'll go talk, but we're gonna go over here.
Can I ask a question?
But
Am
let
I
go right
assaulting
now.
him? Is this assault?
Let go right now.
Yes, sir.
She's trying to get into the particulars of the law, missing how much of a goof she's making of herself in this situation.
or no?
Let go right now.
Yes, no. Yes or no?
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest. I can't show you guys that because, believe it or not, showing someone get arrested is against community guidelines on YouTube, so we're not going to show that. I learned that from my guy MCR, who actually hit me to this video. But I got to show you guys a Bible verse. When we talk about being the priest, provider, and protector, some Christians would get a little pacifist and say, what about turning the other cheek? What about being meek? And here's the reality. In these sorts of situations, if you're going to go proclaim the gospel, it is very possible that you may get tested. And granted, she wasn't that big and she wasn't that aggressive, but these things have gone left for other street preachers. And so this is why I think it's important for us to understand that when we say be protector, we are saying verses like this. Proverbs 28:1, the wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. And so in this situation, this brother was able to remain composed. He was able to remain confident. And he was able to remain bold in making these proclamations in his public ministry, right? And whether or not she agrees with it is irrelevant. She had no right to come up to him, to take his equipment, to grab his equipment, to not let go of his equipment after repeatedly being told to put this down by him, to the point where then the police officers had to interject. Okay, so as we're going back into our daily lives, really consider this value of being bold and being willing to speak the truth, even in situations where you're outnumbered and it's not popular to do so. And that's exactly the message behind the word protector in our new priest Provider Protector launch happening this weekend only. That when you put this shirt on, you're reminding yourself that you are a priest in the way that 1 Peter 2:7 says, that we are a royal priesthood, that we are the providers. Jesus talking about the parable of the talents leading right into us caring for the least of these, caring for the widow and the orphan. And lastly, being a protector, being as bold as a lion, not backing down when you are confronted with situations where people are pushing back and challenging you, even to the point where they may be challenging you physically. Just like this lady who has a total misunderstanding of what Christians are about. There's an entire culture that has a misunderstanding of what Christians are about. So the priest, provider, protector alliteration gives us a clear and simple way to communicate what is it that we represent as Christians. Be sure to pick yours up now at blessgod.shop, available through this weekend only.